I actually wrote in my book that grow my YouTube at least to 300 subscribers. As I post today, I have 298 and the month has not ended. So kindly, if you are not subscribed, be among those 2 people to make this goal a reality. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and let's get me to 300 before we reach March. Hi lovelies, we are 2 months of 2024 and we're getting into the 3rd month. That means the 1st quarter is getting done and I am so excited to be recording this video. Like I had said at the end of January video, I'd be doing monthly reviews on how I am keeping up with my goals, on maybe the progress of my goals. And in today's video, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I have my notebook that I use as my monthly planner, my weekly planner, and then my diary that I use for writing everything that happens every day as a journal. So I'm so excited to be doing this video. And if you're tuning in for the very first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Charity Amanio and I'm a student of Chambogo University as well as a real estate agent here in Kampala. And if you're my returning subscriber, thank you very much. Thank you for keeping here with me. Thank you once again, and let's dive into how amazing my February has been. And I was working on 15 intentions categorized under 4 goal systems or goal categories. I was working on financial goals, I was working on spiritual and well-being goals. I was also working on career goals as well as content creation goals, because I had quitted YouTube because I didn't have, I was not very intentional about it. So Feb, I was like, there's things that I set that I was going to do for my content. Now let me start with my financial goals. In my February financial goals, I was working on 4 major areas again. That is to cut on costs, to increase my savings, to invest, and then also to explore other side hustles. Yeah, so now this is what I did. For increasing my savings, previously I had been saving 600,000 a month, and for February I challenged myself and I was like, I must save at least 1 million shillings, and keeping in mind that I earn less than 1 million. So you would wonder how I wanted to do that. So every time I set goals, I also put aside, like I put habits that are going to help me to achieve those goals. So now I do weekly intentions as well. So as much as I have the monthly goals, the weekly intentions towards achieving, or weekly habits towards achieving my monthly goals. Now this is what I did. For week 1 of February, I wanted to save at least 100,000 shillings. Not from my salary, from my other side gigs, and as well as the facilitation I get at work. So at work, they give us a facilitation which is weekly, which is less than 100K still, yeah? And now this facilitation is supposed to be for transport. I walk most of the journey. Like I wake up very early in the morning. By 7, I'm already on the way. So when I'm going from Kawempe, I get a bus of 1,500 shillings. That bus that goes to town, I get it. Then one day I get another a board of 1,000 to Acacia. So I use 2,500. And then when I'm coming back, I walk up to where I say, and then I get a charge of 1,000 to bring me to Kawempe. So in a day, I have spent 3,500 on my transport, as opposed to the 10,000 that is being given to me on a daily. So the 6,500, I keep it aside. So at the end of the week, I have over 30,000 from that I had saved aside from cutting the expenses on my transport every day. And then the other side hustles that I do, I make sure that from that every week, I get at least 70,000. Yeah. There are side hustles that I think I made a previous video telling you the different side hustles that I've done that help me earn some small monies. So I get 70,000 in a week. I am saving 100,000. Calm down. I know you're wondering, 4 weeks in a month, that's 400,000. Where is the 1 million coming from? So now when I get to the end of the month, I am saving 600,000. Yeah, from my salary. So in a month, I was aiming at saving at least 1 million. I said 100 million. If that is not manifestation, I don't know. But I saved at least 1 million Ugandan shillings. That one I achieved. And number 2, I was aiming at increasing my investments. Right now, you know I do piggery. Sorry for my Muslim friends. In my book, I had written I would buy 2 piglets to add on to what I already had. And from my village, piglets are literally between 60,000 and 100,000. So I got those 2, and that is to increase on my investments, which is a goal for me. And again, for my February, I had financially again to explore other side hustles that will generate me an extra income. That has not worked so well because I already had a side hustle that I was doing. So I have not been able to focus entirely on that. And then, yeah, I think basically that. Cutting on costs, I've already explained that. Walking to work to cut on my transport costs. Because ideally, if I get a border from Kawempe, where I stay, to Acacia, that's 6,000. And if I was to use that 6,000 every day, morning and evening, that means it's 12,000, which would go more than the daily facilitation they give me. So that I cut it. And then, yeah, for my financial, I would say I would rate it 9/10, because I saved, I cut on expenses, I invested, and yeah, 9/10 for my financial goals. Now for my content creation, one thing is I had promised I would never be on TikTok because I thought it is for idle people. You know, when TikTok just started, people were using it for dancing and all that. I finally joined TikTok late last year, and I was struggling to build a following. I don't know why, but I had like less than 100 followers until the start of this year. So in January, I had said at the end of the month of February, I should have at least 500 followers on TikTok. That has not come to pass. I have 400 and something, which is not badly off. And then YouTube, guys. You know, I quitted YouTube because I was frustrated. I wasn't growing and all that. After doing it for 3 weeks, I don't know. I think my expectations were high. So I didn't want to focus on it. But when I posted my first video this year on the 27th of January, I wanted to be more consistent on YouTube, and I think that has worked. I've been more consistent. I wanted to do 2 videos a week, which I did. Yeah, so that is a tick for me. And then I had actually wrote in my book that grow my YouTube at least to 300 subscribers. As I post today, I have 298, and the month has not ended. So kindly, if you are not subscribed, be among those 2 people to make this goal a reality. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get me to 300 before we reach March. Like, I'm so excited because when I posted my first video this year, I had less than 50 subscribers, but putting in that faith and saying that by the end of February, I must have grown to 300 subscribers. And now I'm at 298. Thank you so much. If you have subscribed to my channel in this month, I want to say thank you for making this goal a reality, because that was one goal I set without even knowing how I was going to get the subscribers. Less than 2, it's not a problem. But if you can help me hit the subscription button right now and make that 300 before we cross to next month, I'll be so grateful. And let me hold on to see who's going to subscribe. Have you? All right, thank you so much. Yeah, so for me, content wise, that was it, to be more consistent on YouTube. And now for my next month, I'm actually going to do a challenge. I'm not now looking at the number of subscribers, but I want to post at least 1 video every day for the next 30 days. I know it is very exhausting. If you're working, if you're a student and you're doing content, it's very, very exhausting. But I want to challenge myself just to improve on my consistency. And YouTube has also helped me like improve on my self-confidence, on how I talk to people. So I want to be like it's a challenge I'm giving myself to post every single day of March on my YouTube. I don't know. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to pray that God keeps me consistent, and I honestly do it. Yeah. So for my content, that was it. And then for my career, I'm into real estate, and I wanted to be checking on properties, shooting videos and marketing, and most importantly for me to help young people like me who are looking forward to getting into real estate to get into real estate. That's actually why I did the second last video on how you can get into real estate. So one of my goals was to mentor people, not many, to start with, maybe 1 or 2 people, mentoring them if they want to join the industry, because as I grow professionally, I also want to pull someone who wants to join the industry to grow along with me. So it was to help other people get into the industry. That's basically what I do on my TikTok, sharing tips on how you can become a real estate agent in Kampala, because you don't need papers, you don't need money to be an agent. Yeah. So to help people get the knowledge that I've been privileged to have, to share it with them, and to help someone get into the industry. I don't want to make this video long, because basically I'd come to tell you how amazing my February has been. I've saved more. I must get that car before this year ends. You know why I tell you this? Because I want to build a system of accountability. I stay alone, no one follows up on me. My parents, I would say my mom doesn't care, or not caring as such, but she knows I'm doing well, so she doesn't follow up on what are your goals for this year, how do you intend to achieve them. No. So when I put them out there, I know people are seeing. There are 290 of you who are looking up, and I don't want to disappoint, so I share them here. Thank you so much. My February has generally been amazing, and March I hope to do better. I'm not going to increase on how much I want to save, no, because but I hope to do better in March. That challenge, I must do it. And then and then for my spiritual and well-being, I wanted to read my Bible every day, but I still struggle to do that, because by the time I'm coming from work, I feel a bit tired, and yeah, I struggle to keep up with that. But it's something that I'm going to work on. I'm going to be more intentional about in March. And then I'm a Catholic, so we started Lent period on the 14th, and I had put in my book that I wanted to fast every day of the Lent season from 14th, and I think I have done it, not 100%, because there are times I wasn't feeling so well, and yeah, but overall I have tried to do that, to pray. I've been more intentional about my prayer life and also fasting, and that has worked for me. And also spiritually, to nourish myself with waking up in the morning, listening to the word if I'm not able to read. And yeah, that has worked. And then wellness, to go to the gym every day, not every day, 3 times a week. That has not worked, because I come back from work tired, and it's what I hope to work on. But I wanted to maintain a weight of 56 kgs, which I have right now. I'm 58, which is not badly off. Yeah. And then again, I wanted to read a book a month, and I did. I read The Magic of Thinking Big. It's an amazing book. I can't do a review for it, but if you need the book, I can give it to you to read. Or you can get those books, you know, in those streets of Kampala Road, there are books they sell at 15,000. You can get them, the same books. Yeah. So I read, I did my prayer and fasting, not 100%, but good enough, listening to sermons and all that. Basically, that has been it. Just reviewing my February, because I felt like this has been the best month of my life so far. I don't want to say my year, because we're only 2 months into it. So far, it has been the best month for me, because I've been more intentional. I wrote everything down, and I'm amazed at how much I've achieved in just February. So if you're struggling to achieve, let me say, yearly goals, because research actually shows that 47% of people quit their New Year's resolution before the end of January. So that means it's overwhelming. If you're struggling to keep up with your resolutions for the year, you could consider doing monthly, because then you know it's short term. You are looking at something that is not, you know, baby steps. Yeah, baby steps lead to the overall I don't know, goals. Because imagine I would say that I wanted to save 50 million before December to buy maybe my car, and I'm not doing anything monthly towards that. Would I like not keeping up? It's very, I don't know how I should say it, but it's very, very hectic. So if you're struggling to keep up with your yearly goals, consider doing monthly, weekly, and you'll be amazed at how much you can actually achieve in a year, because every step adds to a mile. Yeah. So that has been it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you find it helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. By giving it a thumbs up, actually you make it reach more people that need the content. So kindly support me by liking my video, sharing, and subscribing. Once again, my name is Charity and I am a student. Thank you for your continued support, and I love you all. Take good care of yourselves, and until then, we are coming back in March with content every day, because I get a lot of questions, especially when I posted about my real estate videos. So March is basically going to be exploring the real estate industry in Uganda. I know you do not want to miss on that, especially if you are at home, a student, you're sitting at home and you're looking for maybe a side hustle and you feel you could join the real estate industry. I am going to answer all your questions. I already have a number of questions that I'm going to answer in those videos that I've told you every day of March. I'm going to be posting about the real estate industry in Uganda, how you can actually leverage on it as a student, as an employed youth at home. That is for next week. Thank you once again. I love you all. Take good care of yourselves, and do not forget to subscribe, because I am coming in March with more content in case you're looking forward to joining the real estate industry. Thank you very much. I love you once again. Take care. Bye.